Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, racing fans. I'm WXFan21, joined by the fantastic Nito, as well on commentary. Nito, how you doing?
I'm doing well, WX. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. All right, so it looks like we had somebody that signed up to track. We'll get them set and ready to go here as much as possible. In the meantime, I will do the tracking. In the meantime, we have Super Sponge versus Sunwoo Farmer here on the restream. And I want to just point out very quickly that this is the biggest room that we have seen of entrance in quite some time, Nito. 30 people participating in the Wednesday weekly this week. That's a massive number.
That is insane. It's great to see the community still growing and getting more people involved in the competitive scene. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this race.
It is going to be fun. I just want to troll Sunwoo Farmer a bit. Can we please get a baby seat just for the fact that I can hear Sunwoo Farmer later complain to me in my ear as we're doing a multi about how this is just ridiculously baby? Because apparently Season 4 settings recently have had a lot of double suits and a lot of early progression. We'll see if that's the case here. But, well, we got a nice beam there, Nito.
We do. It's a very nice beam, and we get a baby seat in the form of we get the map right away, so we get to see exactly where we need to go and what we need to do.
Mm-hmm. So in all seriousness, I know there have been a couple of people that have talked about how we've seen like a lot of suits early and just a lot of major progression early. Obviously, if you followed Map Rando for any amount of time, you know that there's just been sometimes we've had some really late progression, like a late morph or a late suit, which really just makes things interesting. So we'll see if that's going to be the case here. But we have, in terms of skill level and talent level, these two very much on par for each other. I actually kind of give Super Sponge the edge here. Definitely Sponge has the edge in points, but Sunwoo is not one to be counted out here. As Big Pink, we pick up some missiles, and E-Tank, and of course, we get our Ice Beam.
Yeah, Sunwoo is definitely no one to be like he's underrated for sure. He's definitely capable of grabbing points in these big races, and so I mean, both of these competitors are for sure. They have all the skill and capability necessary to pull out a win here.
100%. So I'm just gonna get stuff tracking here. So I'll get that. Nito, why don't you talk to the folks? I want to make sure we get everything finished setting up here.
Sure. Hi everyone. We got a sports ball starting.
That was fantastic.
I'm really good at commentary, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Hashtag go commentator Nito. Inquiries can be made over at nitoisawesome@gmail.com. It's a joke email. Don't actually email that.
Both racers have left Norfair pretty early. There wasn't a whole lot that they could do without Morph and some sort of explosive, so they are racing through Meridian now to see what progress they can make. I'm sure that Ice Beam is going to come in handy at some point for potentially getting through a water room, or maybe we'll see Bubble Mountain at some point. And speak of the devil, there's Bubble Mountain for Super Sponge. Maybe that is required for going down and picking the item and coming back up. We will see. And that item is more supers. Healthy amount of supers right away. It's still looking for the means to really make significant progress here.
Okay. Did I miss any majors?
Just Ice Beam so far.
Okay. Thank you.
An acid Chozo sighting, so that will eat up another door on Bubble Mountain. Yeah. And once again, there's only one more door that can really be checked here off of the Green Bryn shaft. Never mind, there's a power bomb door. So Bryn is a bust as well. Back to Meridia we go.
All right, sorry about that. Everything's good. Austin and I just finished setup. So, fun fact: none of us had a clue that there was actually going to be a restream today. I was literally talking with Jam from SpeedGaming about the Metroids for Charity event that's happening this Friday and Saturday. I'll get into that later, but it was kind of last minute. I brought up an issue as I was looking at the wrong link, apparently, and that apparently led to, oh, there is a restream, and yeah, so. Needless to say, it caught a lot of us off guard, but that's better for you folks because we got a restream. So, not a lot of anything so far. We've seen Sponge and Brinstar, Sunwoo still playing over here in Meridia. Is this going to finally be our first Nevdi morph of Season 4?
It's possible. It looks like we might be getting a forced Spore Spawn fight here with just supers.
Spo? Hold. Any Spo fans in chat?
Crickets.
Crickets. Just Sorving with the hold. Now this is this is a very long check. If there's nothing at the top of Spore Spawn.
That could be why they got 2 super packs early on, though. Spore Spawn only requiring 4 supers to go down.
Yep. Alright, we're gonna find out real quickly. Is this gonna be the path? Because it does look like it. You see Sunwoo taking a pivot save. Just in case. And it's West Ocean. It's still with no morph.
That'll open up more places to go, but yeah, nothing specifically opened up by just reaching here.
Yep. Oh, hi, Botwoon. Bye, Botwoon. And that also is a good chance that that's the Fantoon map station.
Very possible, yeah. We've seen an uptick in Fantoon showing up in West Ocean again, I feel like.
What a surprise. He wants to go back to his roots from Season 1.
That is actually really interesting how that seems to be the case again.
Sunwoo realizing Spore Spawn must be the way to go. Ooh, Fire Fleas. This could finally be our Morph Ball. Or at the very least, something. Maybe even a Can Fly. Nope! It is in fact our Morph Ball.
We have found the orb.
Orb! Oh, nice use of Ice Climb there with the enemy sponge. Alright. Now that Morph Ball does open up quite a lot, we still have no explosives. So, there's really not much we can do with the West Ocean items available to us.
It is,
What are the racers? It's just a matter of... Oh, that's... If I'm Sponge, I don't know if I do this.
No, I don't think there's any way you can...
That's below West Ocean.
Yeah. He's just using it as a quick refill.
Yeah, that's wise. Now, that's possible it actually does connect, because it's an elevator. Sponge is going for it. Or doing a refill again.
Yeah, he's doing a refill. This is pillar setup. I think there's only two left doors in all of Map Rando that have caution tape. It's Pillar Setup and Yoink Room.
And the Golden Pirate Room, or whatever you want to call that room.
That's the Pillar Setup room.
Pillar set. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. Before fast pillars. Got it.
So
All
that
right, nice
will,
energy refill.
That will open up the two items at the top of West Ocean for Sponge.
Yep, and it is Fantoon. That's confirmed.
Yep. Sunwoo also confirming that by going to the map directly.
Yep. So fun fact, Chad, if you've never actually seen Map Rando before, in the area where Fantoon is, with the deactivated map station, the safe station that's in the wreck ship will also be deactivated. That will also be put in that area somewhere. So, as Sponge takes one of these glidey-like things on over, Sponge is looking at another X here, and there's our explosives. We got PBs. And it looks like Sponge does want to check this out, and it's an E-tank that's going to come in handy for Fantoon. So let's get some... sorry, Anita, go ahead.
What's not going to come in handy is the lack of missiles for Fantoon at this point.
Yep. Sun would be helpful if you got your orb. I'm just saying. Alright, let's get some housekeeping out of the way with. Give these racers a follow. Exclamation point R in the Twitch chat. Exclamation point C to follow the commentary and tracking teams. Let's make sure those actually work. They work. Okay. Exclamation point Metroids. This will be the final time on commentary here on SpeedGaming until the marathon this Friday and Saturday. Metroids for charity. I am hosting a day-and-a-half Metroid marathon in partnership with SpeedGaming. We're raising money for a mental health charity for gamers called Safe in Our World. And it's going to be outstanding. It's going to be amazing. And something I'm very much looking forward to. We're actually going to end the entire event. The entire marathon will end with a quad map rando race featuring Oats and Goats versus Nitro versus Aussie versus Spiffy Thomas. We've got all three randomizers being shown off during this event. Metroid Fusion we're going to have during the event. Metroid Prime 1 and Metroid Prime 2. We've got speedruns, we get randomizers, we get races, we get everything for you all. Starts at 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time this Friday. Again, Metroids for Charity taking place Friday and Saturday. Nito, we're still very low on any majors, so definitely not a baby seed this time around. But 520 and 5 for Sponge is going to be huge.
Yeah, doesn't seem like we're getting any major progression early off the bat. Interesting choice from Super Sponge to, instead of committing to Fantoon, he went all the way back to Norfair. He did find his first missile pack, so he can go back and get a faster kill going on Fantoon when he decides to go back to Meridia, but he's opting to take everything that he's gotten and start going more around Norfair, and I think we're potentially going to see some more major progression happening with that choice. I wonder if Sunwoo is going to commit, though, to going back up to Fantoon with the 15 supers here.
What? I'd commit to the Fantoon fight. I want to commit to the Fantoon fight if I find missiles first. Nice spring ball for Sponge. Nope. Sunwoo isn't going to Fantoon either.
Yeah, both racers opting to drop down West Ocean, and then they just don't want to make the climb back up.
Norfair makes a lot of sense considering we get Big Pink early, no Morph Ball. To me, this is where the logic just says it's going to force you back down into Norfair, pick up some more miners. I just don't know where you go from here if you're the racers, because you've got finally enough miners to take care of Fantoon, but now do you go down the rabbit hole of look at all the majors, look at the miners, and even attempt some of this stuff? Like, you're Sponge, you've got potentially the Three Musketeers major open to you, you've got 3 tanks if you did that room properly, and Sponge is even going right down Main Street, and again, I don't know if this is the rabbit hole I would go down. I'd go back and knock out Fantoon. Nito, what about you?
I feel like I would commit to the Fantoon fight. I would feel bad about leaving that region and not seeing the rest of the map, especially with Meridia being the third largest map in generally across all the regions. I feel like I would value that map knowledge over the backtracking with just trying to find missiles.
Makes sense to me. Alright. Sponge needs to jump onto the invisible road. Gets it. And hello, baby skipper.
Yeah. We are seeing a very healthy super count, though. 20 supers already within the first 15 minutes.
Sponge is actually going to attempt a bootless baby skip. You love to see it. Ah, good attempt.
It was a nice try. It is worth it for the major.
Mm-hmm. And all that for the grapple beam. That does put Everest in logic if we find it. Dragon's an easy kill now.
Yeah,
if you want to tickle Fantoon, you can.
Most likely going to be a required major here at some point. I don't think we've seen Everest yet, but
nope.
I'm sure it will show up at some point.
Now that is doable. That major that Sponge is looking at is doable. You've got Ice Beam. You can grab jump straight through the water. It's very doable.
Mm-hmm.
And Sponge with 1 energy left.
Now, Sunwoo, instead of going to Norfair, he's gone back to Bryn, and he's actually found his own set of power bombs at the Green Bryn main shaft, which is going to open up more of Brinstar for him. So we've got a pretty major divergence here between the 2 racers now.
Yep. Alright, and this is it. The red Puyo, frozen. We looking for a spring ball jump? We are. And it's speed! Oh, Nito! That's huge.
That is a huge pickup. That could rear its ugly head for Sunwoo here, depending on what he encounters here. He is going for the map in Bryn, so I might get a look here right away as to what's going to be potentially obstructing him.
Mother Brain.
Mother Brain sighted.
1 major. That's it. Bryn has nothing. And that's bombs for Sponge. Very worth it for Super Sponge.
The Mother Brain knowledge is definitely good to know. But yeah, I would strongly say this is in favor of Super Sponge at the moment.
Agreed.
I don't know if I saw any other exits from Norfair as well, so Norfair might be bottom of the world here, and its only connection is Meridia. So I think Super Sponge was just looking to clean up what was remaining here, and then moving on to the next region. Peak screw attack inside of jail. Is he gonna go for it? He definitely has enough energy. He is gonna go for it. Ooh, taking that spike hit though, that is a little rough. Does need to make sure he gets through that cleanly. The major at jail is screw attack.
Question is, do you go for it?
He is going for it. I do believe he has the energy to make it happen.
Yeah.
Major obtained, and now he's just got to get back to the farm. I did not catch if Sun Wu went for that major.
I
at the
did
top
not
of
catch
Bryn.
it either.
I don't know if there was another obstacle that was getting in his way for that. It looked like it was red fish room into something to get to that major. So I'm taking a look at the map here. He turns around. He's not going to Fantoon. Is he now opting to go back to Norfair as well? It looks like the answer is yes.
Hooray!
One more major left here in Norfair that Super Sponge is looking at. All the way down in Watering Hole. At the very bottom left. That I do wonder if it's worth going for this. I mean, like, it very well might be required. It is pretty far out of the way, though. I'm sure he's concerned that it might be something like Gravity Suit.
It's Phaser.
Best beam, baby.
You know, I've been joking, Nito, since I have you on here. I've been calling it the Nito Beam. Just because you are such a fan of Phaser.
It's such a great beam. I don't see how anybody could say otherwise.
Well, there you go. Any Spazer fans in chat? So just to recap the majors that we have here. Sponge has Ice, Phaser, Morph, Bomb, Spring, Screw, and Speed. Sunwoo is just has Ice and Morph.
That is correct so far. Although he will be picking up Spring here shortly.
Mm-hmm. Can't fault Sunwoo whatsoever in terms of routing. Took some chances, just didn't go his way.
I would almost say that finding power bombs in Bryn actually just sort of hurt him, strangely enough.
Yes. The seed was trying to force the racers back into Norfair once you got your morph. Sunwoo did pick up his spring ball, right?
He did, yes.
That's what I thought. Thank you.
And he is currently stuck in purgatory looking for some power bombs. Sponge going for a stutter water shine charge here to pick up, I believe it was a tank at the speed blocked item of Main Street. Yep, there's this third E-tank. Sunwoo just getting such unfortunate luck right now. He has not found a power bomb in the last couple minutes. The drop rate for power bombs is actually increased on those repeatable farms. It should be an 8% drop rate for PBs. Oh, I guess Sunwoo did not get Spring Ball. He did not enter the area with enough PBs to initially grab it. Now he does. Sponge braving 3 musketeers here for this major. And it is Charge Beam.
Very worth it. That's go mode. Yeah, that's go mode. You've got 2 reserves.
He does have the energy for Mother Brain. I would say that the Ridley fight would be just out of reach at this point.
Yeah, Sponge is gonna morph into the Hulk and just grab Ridley by the tail, smack him all over the place, and be done with the fight within 1 E-tank. I forgot all about the Ridley fight.
Yeah, actually, that rune connected to Big Pink being Etakun, that would have been a very, very quick powerbomb farm there for Sunwoo, unfortunately. Kind of not seeing that. But I believe Sponge has fully cleared out Norfair here of all the majors, and he should be moving on to a new region now. Choosing to go to wrecked ship. And he is instantly denied.
That's rude.
Not going to see any underwater bomb spring ball jumps here, unfortunately. If there was enough runway, he could get a shine charge and carry it up the elevator. But it looks like he's going to elect not to do that and make his way back to Meridia. And Sunwoo picking up Speed Booster for himself now. At least I think that was Speed Booster. Yeah, that was Speed Booster. So now he's over by the ship. He's going to grab some of these other majors. I think it was bombs and screw attack. We're over here. Meanwhile, I think now Super Sponge is going to clean up Fantoon.
Nito and I would have already cleaned up Fantoon chat, I'm just saying.
It is understandable to not want to commit to Fantoon with supers only, though. It's a much slower fight. You're at more risk for dying due to the enrage patterns. Very situational when you should commit to that. Oh! Sponge taking a hit here from the pirate. Luckily, it was just the beam, so he didn't take a follow-up hit on the reserve auto refill. A very convenient health station place there. Sponge, I think you already confirmed this was the Fantoon save. Arm pumping in frustration after realizing that. Sunwoo now spotting the screw attack major. He is not going to commit to that. I'm definitely okay with that. He must feel like he's behind at this point.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, he actually does have less energy than Sponge had. He has one less for the reserve tank. And we are underway with the space elephant fight.
Eat.
And a nice 3-round there from Super Sponge. Cleaning up the boss. That is our first boss kill of this race.
Get excited, chat.
The rude map placement is going to require a complete run around of West Ocean to pick up. Now Super Sponge wants to use the Fantoon save. Sunwoo getting his grapple beam. We are about to get our full look here at Meridia and see what else can be done. We know that Bryn was a dead end and where Mother Brain was located. We're going to see any other region connections here. There is Dragon.
They've cleared most of everything else.
This is interesting. I wonder if the intention is to reverse Croc Speedway Spark to get an erect ship.
It's possible. The setup's there.
Yeah, it's a nice connecting room for it.
Look, it's in logic. Plain and simple.
It is in logic. It looks though that Sponge is gonna head back up to Bryn to fully clear that out now. So a little bit of a chance here for catch-up from for Sunwoo. Though I am curious what that major would have been at the top. I wonder if Sponge is able to pick that up. Top of Bryn, I should say. Oh, it looks like Sponge committing to... He's committing to going up Climb Supers to fight Dre. That grapple will come in handy for a quick kill on Dre, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Like I said earlier, definitely would come in handy.
Yeah. So I guess it does not hurt to make this kill now. Oh, Sponge kind of not getting the right positioning there for the goop. Ooh, and taking a hit from Dre. And then, okay, yeah, so if you take a hit to Samus's upper body with the goop, it can force you to take some knockback and make it so that you miss your jump for trying to get the grapple, but he's got it now. He does have enough energy to clean it up. Good recovery there.
Nicely done.
Sunwoo did pick up a Spacer Beam over at Water
Thank you.
Hole. So yeah, I think they are, besides Charge and Screw Attack, I think they are all up to date on majors now. Sponge looking very healthy there with 6+2. Not expecting to see Varya anytime soon, I assume he's thinking. Now I think he's opting to go up to Bryn to clear that out.
Which, again, we've already seen Sunwoo do. There's nothing there but Mother Brain.
Correct. There was one major there. I don't believe we saw Sunwoo go for it, though.
We're almost 40 minutes in, chat. Sponge out to a lead. 2 bosses down. We still have yet to see several sectors. We have not seen Criteria, Wreck Ship, or Torian. And again, only 2 bosses down.
We've seen a little snippet of Wreck Ship. And I do think that it is trying to push them to reverse Croc Speedway Spark to get into Wreck Ship. Nice little ice clip there for Sponge to avoid using the power bomb. Sunwoo now making his way to Fantoon. He's about to see that it is. Oh, maybe he sixth sensed it that was going to be Fantoon's save.
There you go. Oh, there is a major way at the top of Bryn. That's right.
There is, yeah. And I think Sponge is going for it. There's really nothing else of value in Bryn.
This could be one of our first suits.
Very possible. Okay, I kind of understand why Sunwoo didn't go for it now. It's Rising Tide. I think he only had an E-tank at the time.
Yeah.
High jump. So that would put the other wreck ship entrance in logic now with G4 doing a spring ball jump. Nice Fantoon kill there for Sunwoo. Yeah, the spark up Croc Speedway is logical and hard, as long as you have proper runway connected to it. What else is Sponge looking for here in Bryn? Oh, he's just getting another X here, maybe 2 potentially, on his way out. Another super and a missile pack. Ammo looking great. 30-25. Really reducing the need to find either wave or plasma beam. I don't think that's going to deter looking for majors, though. Finding a suit would be very welcome right now.
Oh, you absolutely want that right now.
Sunwoo spotting the wreck ship entrance through Croc Speedway. I wonder if he's thinking about it. Sponge now back in Meridia. Is he going to Spark or is he going to go in the other wreck ship entrance? Looks like the other one. He's going to go up G4. You never really know what's not going to be on the other side of Croc Speedway, although I think Sponge does have the energy to afford it. But he is going to go the logical path here in a wreck ship based on his items. I didn't catch where that map was in Wreck Ship. I don't think it was terribly close. And there's Varia Suit. Just like that.
Hooray!
Varia for Sponge. And here's Everest. Oh, that map is
That's brutal.
a very long wreck ship here.
Wreck ship and Torian being the two smallest sectors in the game. All racers still racing, by the way. 30 people in the race room. And we've only had 4 forfeits so far. 26 of the 30 entrants still racing. Sunwoo gets Varia. Sunwoo's catching up here.
He did, yeah, and he went through the Croc Speedway Spark, and they both just linked up to Green Hill Zone. So, other than the Dragon kill, they are now much closer than it seemed like they were before.
Yeah, thanks, chat, for telling me that Sunwoo beat Fantoon. Chat's fault.
Sponge finding Kraid along the way.
Only giving you a hard time, chat. Now, this is the easy boss. Just like that.
Hi, Kraid. Bye, Kraid.
Is this Terminator the map? Oh, Terminator to X-Ray?
Map is in Narnia.
Sunwoo is going to Torian. Sponge is headed to the save station.
Wait, Sunwoo was already in Torian.
Key Hunter stairs. Major. Plasma.
Rip Spazer. Unfortunately, both bosses susceptible to microwave have already been eliminated, but
Mm-hmm.
now Sponge does not have to worry about ammo so much after killing Ridley.
Yeah, no, we've got 2 of the last 3 majors here in Wreck Ship. Sponge has done a great job routing.
Definitely. Sunwoo in a little bit of trouble here. He's caught between a bunch of key hunters. One hit and he was dead, but he clears him out. Nice little spark there from Sponge to get through Gauntlet.
Nice. There's the wave beam. So we know that it's grav and space jump here in the Wreck Ship. Wow. Did Sunwoo ever pick up his charge beam?
He did not.
Okay. Space jump for Sponge. By process of elimination, we now know the major in Green Bryn Reserve is, in fact, the gravity suit. Folks, once again, let's give these races go give these races a follow if you're not following them already. !R to give the races a follow. !C to follow the commentary and tracking teams. And !Metroids to learn all you need to know about this weekend's upcoming Metroids for Charity event that I am hosting. Make sure you check that out as well. Starts this Friday, 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going till about 11:30 p.m. on Friday night as well. Saturday is going to be from 11:45 a.m. till about 10 p.m. Eastern. Sponge literally not going for the last major that's Gravity Suit. We know it's Gravity.
That is an interesting call.
I mean, are you just gonna go get it on the way out of Ridley? Because you're trying to find Ridley right now?
Ah! Trying to go for Criteria map and Ridley's guarding it.
Hi, Ridley! Bye, Ridley!
Ooh, careful there, Sponge. Ridley being very rude right now, but does get the kill.
Does indeed. So Sunwoo's got all beams except for charge, so at this point it's not going to matter.
Yeah, he's got 30 supers. He does not need to look for it.
Mother Brain's in Brinstar. The ship is in Norfair.
I guess gravity would not save a ton of time for Sponge. There aren't going to be many water rooms that he has to go through, although it definitely would have come in handy for getting through Aqueduct here much faster. He does... Yeah, I take that back. He has to go through Aqueduct, he has to go through Mount Everest. Definitely could have saved some hassle here with this grapple jump. Still no finishers so far in this rando. This is proving to be a longer one. That lack of gravity really coming in a factor right now for just trying to get out of Mount Everest. But Sponge now on his way through Meridia to get back to Bryn to clean up Mother Brain here. Sunwoo now hopping into Criteria, also not getting gravity. Well, gravity phobic here, this rando.
Apparently no one wants to eat the pancakes.
Who doesn't want pancakes? Pancakes are delicious.
Pancakes are so good. Nito, favorite type of pancake?
Oh, you can't go wrong with buttermilk. I mean, it's a classic.
Mm-hmm. Buttermilk is so good. I love a good fresh blueberry pancake. All right, Twitch chat. It's time. Get your guesses in the Twitch chat. How long do you think this escape is going to be? Remember, it is Brinstar to Norfair. Get your guesses in the Twitch chat. How long is the escape timer going to be?
Speaking of escapes, Telemorph has escaped this rando with a time of 58:14.
Nice. Apparently, NN is in the chat. As NN's favorite time is in the chat. I'd say a minute 40.
I'm gonna go. Man, minute 40 actually sounds really good. I'll go minute 30.
There you go. I definitely think it's somewhere around there, just given that the ship is further to the east of Norfair.
Yeah, they do have to go through Big Pink to get there, so that'll eat up some time as well. Sunwoo now working on his Ridley kill. Gotta be careful with his ammo, though. He does not have charge to back him up. $220.
Big escape time. Quick draw with the 2 minutes 10 seconds in chat. Ridley down for Sunwoo.
We do have a couple more racers finishing here. Spiffy with an hour even, and AC Shadow with an hour and 33.
Nice. Sponge back into Meridia would have been at 47. Excuse me, I didn't realize it was Bryn to Meridia to Norfair.
Yeah. I knew Meridia was in the way, I just didn't think there were a ton of rooms.
Right.
Sponge looking to grab 4th place here in today's weekly, as long as he doesn't get sniped. Quite an interesting seed where it just ended up allowing a bad divergence there for Sunwoo to be able to go to Bryn when there really was nothing possible for him to do there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Sponge is done. GG Sponge, the winner here on the restream. Comes in with an official time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 27 seconds. Finishes in 4th place overall in the race time room. GG's.
Well done.
We're now joined by Super Sponge. Super Sponge, GG's.
Thank you, thank you.
GG's.
Oh, that was a little confusing at the start. I think I played the beginning not so well, but I think I got some good info out of it at least. But I think, yeah, my biggest mistake was just not committing to Spore Spawn, but I figured if I don't have regular missiles, I don't think it expects you to do Spore Spawn, so may have been a mistake there.
I'm sure a lot of racers would have been deterred from taking on Spore Spawn with just a Super Pack. I do think that the second Super Pack found probably does put them into logic.
Kind of, well, I'm not sure I had any other options by the time I did it, but that's kind of what drove me to it.
Yeah. You find that second one, and there's really not much else to do other than Spore Spawn at that point. From what we were able to observe, it looked like the major divergence between you and Sunwoo happened with after realizing that Fantoon was in Meridia. You went back down into Norfair to clean up a bunch of the majors there. Sunwoo ended up trying to go into Bryn, and because he went there after he found Morph, he found power bombs inside of the little cubby hole of
Yep.
Greenburn main shaft. And so that prompted him to explore Bryn, which, other than Mother Brain, there really wasn't much there.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I avoided that little bait, I suppose.
Yeah, that definitely worked out more in your favor there for just eyeing the majors that you had already seen in Norfair.
Which were actually kind of disappointing to me when I finally got them, but yeah, either way, it was probably the right call then.
Yeah, I think the big pickup was probably speed booster, and then everything else there was just sort of nice to have, but not really like pushing forward for progression so much.
The biggest key was high jump, I think. Was that on the top of Brinstar?
That was,
The
yeah. So
Green
that
Bryn shaft? Yeah.
that opened up going through G4 to get direct ship, although there
I
was the option of Croc Speedway.
Oh, was there a runway on the right side? I forgot to check.
Yeah, it was connected to basement.
Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, I went through there many times. Well, I figured I'd keep it in logic. I'll play by the rules this time.
Playing honorably, I see.
That's right. Or I also considered top of is that Edikun E-Tank? I think it was next to the Torian elevator, which led up to G4. You could probably charge a spark there, get on the elevator, and shoot up. If I'm remembering the map correctly.
Yeah, I believe that is correct. I think it would have been very tight to carry a shine charge up there.
Yeah.
Generally, I think it's better to have that runway when you're coming from the right side of that Taurine elevator room.
Yeah, because you don't have to go around that ledge on the left
Yeah,
from the
exactly.
right-hand side. But then, sure, you do that, you end up in Rex ship, and then... Well, if you have grapple, you can make it work just fine.
Yeah. Neither you or Sunwoo went for Gravity, which I believe was the other major that was in Rex ship there.
I briefly considered it, but I figured I was already behind because of the start, so I just figured I'll just go, 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 go. Luckily, there weren't too many more water rooms after that.
Yeah, it didn't factor in a whole ton. And probably would have saved just a fraction of time.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, and blinding Ridley and Criteria is nice. Of course, I think most people do since they're headed towards the map, and it looks like he's in the way of the map, but
Yeah,
that's
I think he was directly guarding the map.
okay.
He was what it looked like.
Unless you can come from it from above, but I'm not sure. I was just glad he was in Criteria and not hiding up in Torian. Making the wrong 50-50 there. I forgot to check the credits to see if anything was in Torian.
That was another bait that unfortunately Sunwoo fell for. It was just Wave in Torian, I believe.
Okay. I'm glad the save was down there because I was gonna go up to Torian, but I saw the save in the post-croc shaft with the what are those guys called? The little blue ball guys that give power bombs. Those guys. There was a save right beneath Mount Everest, and so I just figured, I'll check C just to see how close the map is before heading back to Torian, and luckily just stuck with it. Little luck never hurts.
It's always nice to get lucky. One other thing. So there was a healthy number of supers early on, and I think there was maybe just one, maybe two E-tanks. Did you ever consider killing Fantoon immediately without missiles?
If the save was working nearby, I would have gone for it. But I find myself dying enough to Fantoon that I wasn't going to risk it because I think it'd been quite a while since I had saved.
Mhm.
I figured it's not worth dying over at this point because I'm probably going to be coming back up anyway. So I'll go back down, get a bunch of stuff that I knew I could get because I finally had morph, and yeah, I would just take it easier later on.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Fighting Fantoon supers only, there's absolutely a risk of death there with the enrage round, so definitely don't blame you on that.
Everything else though seemed pretty straightforward. Just getting lost in the beginning and then getting lucky towards the end. I think other than that, it was a pretty straightforward seed. I'm glad for Sunwoo that suits weren't early.
I think he will be happy about that at least.
Not that I didn't jokingly potentially troll him ahead of time. Like when the seed started.
Oh, in the chat room? Or
I mean, it's... No, like, literally on stream.
oh, okay.
I mean, in all seriousness, it's nice if that's has been fixed.
Yeah, I feel like
I like seeing progression a little bit later, showing off some of the tricks and just the different room logics. To me, as a viewer and a fan, it makes for a more interesting experience.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if it is an actual agreed upon data point that suits are earlier now, or if everyone's just noticing it more. I'm not sure, but it seems like they're pretty early on a lot.
They've been popping up earlier and earlier.
Well, I don't know about that. There was a great thread in the Map Rando Discord on tracking when these suits have been popping up. Lopter's done a ton of work on that, along with Aqua Knight, I believe, and it's not generally the case that we're seeing earlier suits. I think it's just there's I think the thing that's happening is that we're seeing, compared between season 3 and season 4. Season 3, we had a good set of races early on, and then we had Eddie's tournament happening, and that kind of cut down on a lot of the normal races. We were doing a lot of the category races. So between 118 and 119, which are the versions of Map Rando, we're really not seeing that much of a difference between whether racers are seeing double suits early on in progression or not.
Interesting. Now what about 117?
Why does 114 gonna be left out?
I don't think I was even around for that one. Or was I?
Oh, I just thought of something really much. I just thought of something lower.
Nobody talks
yeah,
about
yeah.
116.
That's right. Oh, Map Randos is at its phases. It's good days and it's bad days.
At the end of the day, it is all randomized. You can see literally anything out there in a rando seed, and I think when you're racing a ton of races throughout the season, you may start to see some biases show up, and it's totally fine to see that, as long as we keep in mind that the data is showing that it's very likely the case that, you know, it's not always what we see,
Oh,
but it's what we
Sunwoo.
perceive.
Right.
Yeah. Sunwoo trying the Dragon Manip here again. Trying to land that grapple kill in this top left one, and nice finish.
Oh, I've been struggling with that grapple kill lately. Messing up the left side every time.
Yeah, the right side is obviously easier. The left side can be tricky. main thing to focus on for the left side is not taking a goop hit to the upper body of Samus so that you don't get knocked up in the air and prevent your jump.
Right. Which happened a couple times. Yeah, I went in there very confident and then took a few swoops and started thinking, uh-oh, I should probably stop taking hits here because I don't have much health to grapple kill. But obviously it ended up working out. I was
Mhm.
quite pleased. Yeah, little...
There we go. Sunmoon now making his way on over to Brinstar. Sponge, you want to hang out and watch Sunmoo? If not, I got no questions here, Nito.
Yeah, I think I asked everything that was on my mind.
Well, I can lurk here quietly if you like and wait and see if Sunwoo's got any questions for me. Most likely not. Or
Mm.
if you want me to go, I understand.
You're more than welcome to hang out with us, Sponge.
All right.
Absolutely.
I'm not going anywhere.
Neither are those viewers. Don't touch that dial.
When we saw Sunwoo go up to Brinstar the first time, I could not catch what the reason was that he couldn't grab high jump while he was up there. And then when I saw you go for it, I was like, oh, Rising Tide. Got it.
Oh yeah, by the time I went up there, that wasn't even much of an issue, so I didn't really think about it.
Yeah, I
But
think
yeah,
you already had so many E-tanks.
right, if you're low on tanks, and I had space jump as well, so... Oh, no I didn't. Not there. Or did I? Just screw it. I don't remember anymore. Whoops.
I think you had screw, not space.
Okay.
But yeah, you had like 5 E-tanks, which made that a lot more palatable. And it turns out that charge really just wasn't much of a factor for this one.
Right. It was nice to have, so I didn't have to refill for Mother Brain, but Mother Brain probably would have just been faster had I taken the refill anyway, since I had 30 supers.
What is Sun... Oh, he needs more missiles.
Oh.
Sun Woo. Oh no.
Saved, right?
He
No.
lost his Dragon kill.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he DNF'd. Yeah.
Yep.
Jumped in without realizing.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, he was not thinking about how he was going to get back from that. It technically possible, but man, that would have been a struggle.
Yeah, you kind of have to know that tech, because, yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
bootless. Yeah, that's not
Uh,
fun.
it's a bootless double spring ball jump off the left wall, and that is not something that you can easily bust out in a rando if you're not well practiced in it.
Oh, I didn't even know you could double spring ball that off the left side. I figured you'd have
Lava,
to...
yeah, lava physics are weird.
Yeah.
You do get full wall jump heights out of lava, so it is possible to do a. It's tight, but you can do like a spring wall into a second spring ball jump off the left side to get around the ledge.
Or K go through the Namihe, right? And then wall jump off the spikes to the opposite side, and
Well, no matter which method you do,
it's gross either way.
it's gross. Yeah.
I don't think Sunu is coming on for a post-game interview, and I don't blame him.
I totally understand. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
So
See, Charge would have prevented that. See, Charge was a good find.
I had to open my mouth.
Yeah, way to go. Commentator's curse.
Oh man.
all right. Well, I'll throw it to you guys for final thoughts, and then I'll wrap things up and get us on out of here.
Final
Um,
thoughts.
Yeah, go ahead, Sponge.
Oh, that's too bad because I pretty much said all I really think is that the beginning was a little rough. Could have played that a little bit better, but I think ultimately I got lucky with quite a few of my decisions, and the seed kind of didn't really try to do anything too tricky to me, I guess I would say. But yeah, thanks for hosting this the Map Rando Weekly, of course, and commentating both of you. And yeah, it's great being here all the time.
Awesome. Yeah, that was a well-run race there, Sponge. It it definitely was entertaining from the perspective of like seeing the more effective progression later, seeing some interesting decision making happening. I think everybody raced it pretty well. Um, and yeah, looking forward to more awesome races in the future. So back to you, WX.
Excellent. Well, big shout outs to Super Sponge and Sunwoo Farmer. Appreciate the great restream and the race. Nito, fantastic to do comms with you as always. And folks, once again, Metroids for Charity starts this Friday night, 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time for opening ceremonies. It's going to be a ton of fun. For Super Sponge, for Sunwoo, for Nito, I'm WXFan21 saying we'll see you next mission. And I'll see you all Friday night for opening ceremonies for Metroids for Charity. Bye, buddy.